Imagine, for a moment, that you are walking down the street with a leash around your neck. The end of that rope is not held by you. It is held by a stranger passing by. If that person smiles, you jump for joy. If that person frowns, you fall into misery. Tell me, does that look like a life worth living? You probably think this is an exaggeration, but the reality is much more cruel. You hand over your peace of mind to anyone who decides to throw a comment about your clothes, your job, your private life. You have become a beggar for validation, pleading for a few coins of approval just to feel that you matter. Today we're going to break that chain. Welcome to the Green Stoic. In this space, we seek wisdom in the roots of history to build a mind of steel. Today we're going to walk alongside a man who was born with nothing, a man who was the property of others but ended up more free than the Emperor of Rome himself. We are talking about Epictetus, a man who lived in the heart of tyranny, being a slave to the secretary of Nero, while the nobles of the court trembled with fear at a whisper from the emperor. Epictetus remained unshaken. His secret was simple, yet devastating to the ego. He understood that it is not things that disturb men, but the opinions they have of them. Listen closely. It is not what they say about you that hurts. It is what you tell yourself about what they say. If someone criticizes you and you feel a knot in your stomach, it is not the other person who is hurting you. It is you who has decided that their opinion is more important than your own truth. You have surrendered your inner fortress to the enemy without firing a single arrow. Epictetus left us a warning that you should engrave in your mind if you ever turn toward external things with the desire to please someone. Be assured you have lost your plan of life. Are you ready to take back the helm of your own ship? History tells us that Epictetus was lame. Some say he was born that way. Others tell a story that makes the blood run cold. It is said that his master, Prohairesis, in a fit of cruelty began to twist his leg with an instrument of torture. Epictetus, with a calm that defied human logic, only said, "Be careful, or it will break." When the bone finally snapped, the slave did not scream, he did not plead, he simply looked at his executioner and smiled. "Did I not tell you? It has broken." How is it possible to maintain composure while your body is being destroyed? The answer lies in a single Greek word that you must learn today, prohairesis. Prohairesis is your faculty of choice. It is the firewall of your mind. Epictetus understood that his master could chain his leg, could strike his back, could sell his body, but no one, not even the most powerful man in Rome, could touch his will. He used to say with firmness, "You can chain my leg, but my will, not even Zeus himself can conquer." This is the true dichotomy of control. On one side, you have what does not depend on you, the opinion of your neighbors, the weather, the economy, or even the health of your own body. On the other side, you have the only thing that truly belongs to you, your judgment of things. Imagine someone insults you in public. Most of us react like rabid dogs, attacking back or sinking into shame. But the sage stops. He uses his governing faculty, the hegemonikon, to analyze that insult. If someone tells you that you are useless, why are you offended? If it is true, correct it. If it is a lie, the one who lies is the other, not you. The damage stays with him, not with you. Epictetus used to say, with masterful irony, if someone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not defend yourself. Simply answer, clearly, that person did not know my other flaws, otherwise he would not have mentioned only those. Do you understand the power this gives you? You become impregnable when you stop needing the world to see you as someone special. You begin to be someone free. No one is free if he is not master of himself. To Epictetus, the world is not a battlefield for your reputation. It is a theatre. Imagine that the director of the play has assigned you a role. Perhaps today you are the leader, or perhaps you are the servant. Maybe you're the healthy man, or maybe the one suffering in a hospital bed. Your task is not to complain about the script you have been given to live. Your only mission is to act your part with the greatest dignity possible. If the director wants you to be a beggar, be the best beggar in the world. If he wants you to be a king, rule with justice. But never forget that at the end of the show, you will take off the costume. What the spectators sitting in the dark think of you has no importance. The only thing that counts is whether the director is satisfied with your performance. Always remember the image of the dog tied to a cart. The cart represents destiny, circumstances, and above all, the opinion of society. The dog has two paths. He can run alongside the cart, accepting the rhythm of the journey, with his head held high, maintaining his inner freedom. Or he can plant his paws in the ground and be dragged through the mud, suffering every blow against the stones of the road. The cart is going to move anyway. Criticism will come. The judgment of others is inevitable, but the pain of being dragged by what they say about you is your choice. If you subscribe to this channel, it is not just to hear ancient stories. It is to train your mind like an athlete of virtue. Because remember, no one is free if he is not master of himself. Today I challenge you, the next time you feel the sting of a critique or the desperate desire to please someone, stop, breathe, and tell yourself, this does not depend on me, therefore it is nothing to me. Have you decided which role you're going to play today? Are you going to be the dog that runs free, or the one dragged by the opinions of others? The choice, as Epictetus said, is the only thing that no one can take from you. I am the Green Stoic. If this message has resonated within your inner fortress, leave a comment with the word freedom. We will meet again in the next encounter with wisdom.